The stark realities of a potential second term for President Biden now coming into clearer focus. Biden's two stumbles last week have even many Democrats worried that he may not be fit to lead a 2024 presidential ticket. Nonetheless, many would still rather have him as leader of the free world if the alternative is his vice president and expected running mate, Kamala Harris. New York Post opinion writer Michael Goodwin warning that Vice President Harris is just one Biden fall away from the Oval. Voters, at least many of them, share that very same concern. Look at this, a new poll out of Monmouth showing the VP's approval rating at a terrible 37%, worse than Biden's in a lot of these numbers. Harris has
52% disapproval rating. And it's got to be higher than that. Like, there's some, I'm sure some people that they polled like didn't really want to say that they disapproved because she's black. I don't want to be racist. I guarantee it. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. We've seen those videos, right? There were some people in this poll, I guarantee it, that wanted to say I disapprove, but you know, I don't want to look racist. Oh, man.
Terrible 37%, worse than Biden's in a lot of these numbers. Harris has repeatedly demonstrated why her numbers are where they are, because she's become, over the course of these last few years, something of a master of a word salad. Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go.
The significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time. Who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? During Women's History Month.
Does Kamala, I know this is completely random, but just listening to her talk about school buses, does Kamala Harris have kids? I don't recall hearing about any kids ever, but y'all let me know in the comment section. Does she have kids? Oh man, because if she does, holy cow. I mean, my goodness. Sheesh Louise.
Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? During Women's History Month, we celebrate and we honor the women who made history throughout history.
So well said, as always, Madam Vice President. And it always sounds like she's talking to 3-year-olds. And often she is talking to, like, very accomplished adults, as a matter of fact. So, Tom, I want to start with you because you play President Biden on Gutfeld.
That's right.
So you're an expert here. This is a bit of a Kamala conundrum, if you will, a Democratic dilemma of their own making. This is their ticket that they went with last time as kind of this bridge-type team to try to beat Donald Trump. They did so successfully.
Yeah.
And now they're sort of stuck.
They are stuck. Nobody could have seen this coming because we knew that voters didn't really like Kamala Harris too much. She never really had much support, you know, and she attacked Joe Biden, and then he made her his vice president, and then she came into office. We thought, well, she'll grow into the role. She's gotten worse. She has gotten worse. Originally, she talked to children like she was talking to children. Then she started talking to adults the way that she talks to children. So I don't know what she's doing, but I don't know that her presidency would be much different from Joe Biden's. It's generally just generic Democrat principles. Joe Biden doesn't really have any personality anymore. He's not the person he was when he was a senator, right? He's just the president now of the new left-wing Democratic Party. I think she would be the same. So policy-wise, I don't see much of a difference. But
yeah, no. There wouldn't be a difference at all. I have a sneeze that just won't come out right now. Whew. Sheesh. Anyway, yeah, I don't think there'd be a whole lot of difference between the two. But I might venture to say that things might be worse. And that's tough to say. That is really tough to say because things are terrible right now. And yeah, I think things could actually be worse. Believe it or not, I think they could be worse.
She is, Anita, unpopular.
Leadership.
That's not just my opinion. The numbers really bear that out. And I think Republicans are going to start, we've heard it from some of them already, making quite explicit the specter of a Harris presidency if Joe Biden couldn't continue and serve out 2 terms. That seems like potentially a potent attack.
Yeah, well, she is unpopular. She has been unpopular, as Tom mentioned, for a long time. She never actually made it to the first contest, the Iowa caucus. She had to drop out of the primaries before getting to the first most important contest. And yeah, she, unfortunately for her, has provided a lot of examples for Republicans to exploit, right? But you know, you mentioned something earlier, that she's often speaking to audiences of accomplished adults. She is an accomplished person, right? She has a law degree from UC Hastings. I mean, the woman has an amazing resume. She was a district attorney in Alameda, California. She was elected as district attorney to the city and county of San Francisco. She was the first African-American woman to serve as the California Attorney General. She went on to be elected to the Senate representing the state of California, and now she is vice president. She is a seemingly very accomplished and smart woman. But when she gets in front of the cameras and in front of people, I don't know what happens.
Critics might call that failing up. Molly, I want you to weigh in on Kamala Harris. Then I've got a...
I've actually touched on that before myself. Like, during the debates, she actually seemed at least somewhat competent, right? She wasn't like mumbling and bumbling and stumbling over words. Not to say that actually at that time I probably would have supported them, unfortunately. I know. Give me the palm face emoji, okay? Yep. I was a Democrat. All right? For the new folks, I was. It's no secret, okay? But, goodness gracious, I can't believe I actually supported those folks at one point in time. Not like overtly or anything, but yeah, sheesh. Wow. How incredible is that? How incredible. Which leads to another conversation is hey, listen, and this is why I tell you guys, even your Democrat friends, I think it's worth having a conversation with those folks, because I think there's a lot of folks out there that are like me, or like I was, right? I wasn't like a radical Democrat or anything like that. I was definitely a Democrat. In you know, the way that I thought, I guess, or I thought I was, I guess. But there's a lot of Democrats that just need to be presented with the information, just shown the videos, shown the clips, shown the statistics, and then the light bulb will click, will turn back on again. Like, oh, wait a minute. Actually, you know what? These guys are terrible. I'm over here with the Republicans instead, So I definitely think it's worth having a conversation with your Democrat friends, but just make sure that you come with evidence, come with clips, right? Joe Biden saying all this racist stuff. Show them that. Show them statistics, right? Show them gas prices under Uncle Trump versus, just show them the actual evidence. Don't just tell them. They're not going to listen to you just telling them, right? The Democrat Party has done a great job of brainwashing folks, in my humble opinion, to the point where if you just talk to them, you're not really going to get very far, right? You have to talk to them and show them. Like, yeah, why do you feel Uncle Trump is racist? Like, that's bogus. That's absolutely bogus. Here's a clip of him actually paying for, a black woman to stay in his hotel, right? He didn't run to the media for that. Like, he did that out of the kindness of his heart. He pays for the hotel room, provides her fresh flowers every single week, and pays to make sure that she eats three meals a day. She's been living there for years. For years. He's never run to the media to say, hey, look what I'm doing, guys. Right? Show them that video. Show them that. We checked out that video together, actually, right here on the channel. Show them, actually, the person that's racist in this situation is actually Joe Biden. What? How is Joe Biden? Oh, well, here's the video. He's calling Barack Obama the first clean black mainstream, the first clean a mainstream black man or something like that. Don't you think that sounds racist? Him telling black people that they aren't black if they don't vote for him. Don't you think that's a bit right? Him giving the eulogy at the K members' funeral. Don't you think that's a terrible thing? Like, if Trump did that, you would be all up in arms, wouldn't you? Joe Biden did, though. You know what I mean? You got to show them the clips, right? Show them. But anyway, let's jump back into here.
Molly, I want you to weigh in on Kamala Harris. Then I've got a question about the GOP side of 24.
Yeah, I think that's what makes part of her failure so interesting is that she seems to have this list of accomplishments.
Yes.
It's very much a skin-deep situation. But Democrats are in a conundrum because they really can't get rid of her. That would be something that would anger a portion of their electorate that they need. But she's not helping out the ticket in any way. The one thing she does help is Joe Biden. Nobody wants Joe Biden to leave office so long as she is the next option.
So yeah, I agree with what she said there towards the end. The Democrats are stuck. They are stuck. They cannot get rid of Kamala because of the monster that they created. They created a monster that only cares about race. Their voter base cares too much about race, and if it is perceived that they are getting rid of a black person, right, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good. All that stuff that they've been pushing all this time is going to go right down the drain the moment that they get rid of Kamala. So they can't. They're stuck. They literally can't. And it's their own fault. It's literally their own fault. If Republicans had a black person on a ticket and the black person was doing horrible and they got rid of the black person, they wouldn't have any issues because that's not the type of voter base that they have. Obviously, the left would make a big deal about it and rile their base up on it. Look, the Republicans once again being racist. Look, they got rid of the black person, But Republicans would just be like, yeah, he was terrible. What? Duh. Doesn't matter what his skin color was. He was trash. It's that simple. He was booty cheeks. You know what I mean? So they're literally stuck with Kamala with that low approval rating. And I think it definitely would be a good idea for Republicans to bring that up. Like, hey, listen, I'm not wishing on anyone's death, but Joe's up there in age and he's showing his age, right? He's beginning to really, really show his age. Do you really want Kamala to take over? I mean, some leftists would say yes. Oh, yeah, black woman. Oh, yeah, let's go, right? But I think a majority of folks would say no. But, of course, I think you got to take a look at the polls and see what Democrats are saying. Actual Democrats are saying, not just everyone in general. I don't know if that was like a everyone in general, poll, or if that was. Let me pull that back up and see. It doesn't specify who they were speaking about in this poll here. It just says Monmouth University, May 18th through the 23rd. So, yeah, I think you'd have to get a little more specific with this. Now that I'm thinking about it, you may have to get a little more specific and actually poll Democrats and Democrats only, right? Weed out the Republicans, because I'm sure that's going to boost that number a little bit. Weed out the Republicans and poll Democrats, because what you don't want is one of your strategies backfiring on you. And like I said, because of the monster that they created, you could have a situation where people are like excited. Oh, black woman. Yeah, let's vote for them. Yeah. And that being like a rallying thing that the Democrats get behind. Right. So, yeah, you definitely got to be strategic with all of this. And man, sheesh. Watching all of this stuff, man, hey, listen, I'm not saying that I would do it or ever would do it, because I honestly don't want to, but I think I could put together one hell of a campaign. Running for president, I think I could put together one hell of a campaign, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Not saying that I ever would, okay? I don't want y'all running with that, but, you know, just watching this and, you know, thinking about different strategies in my head as I'm speaking and watching these videos on a daily basis, I'm like, yeah, I would do this. I would take a look at this to make sure that it doesn't backfire on me first, you know, depending on that, then I would do this. If it would backfire on me, then I would do this, you know? Like, I just, like, run through all of this stuff in my mind. But anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about all of this in the comment section below. Hit that like button, all right? Really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button that's right up over there. And check out that video, too. Stick around. Click it. Click it. I'm out.